Am I single? Let me just risk it for the biscuit and see how I like it.
What do you mean by that?
Is anal off the table or just for your husband? I don't get how bitches do anal. Like,
My money in a couple figures, kill a scar like collect. She fucking nigga, then she on to the next. Really living life.
hi guys, we are back for another video. Today I want to switch it up a little bit and do something a little more intimate. I thought it was a good idea to do like a little Q&A to get to know me. So I wrote out some questions that I thought were good. I don't even know where to start, so we're just going to pick from the bowl and go from there. First question, goals. What are my goals? My goal right now is to secure my future and my fortune. So that's my biggest number one goal right now. Yeah, it's just strive for greatness. How did you get to where you are? Well, shoot, I got to where I am because I had to figure it out on my own, real shit. After college, I went into the workforce and I had to, just double down on something because it's funny because I went to college and then studied, but during that whole process, I tried something else and it totally made my mind switch in a whole 360 to where I'm more into like business and entrepreneurship now than the path I was going to take. We will go in more depth about it later. No, actually, we'll go in depth right now. After graduated high school, went to college. I had to figure out something that I wanted to do. So,
Arusi, what would you want to be in future?
I would like to be a terrorist.
In the middle of studying, I did some side gigs that were like I was in college and I was making actually I was in college working at AAA, trying to live on my own because there was no dorms or anything like that. It was all off campus living. My rent alone was I think it was like $800 for a little 1-bedroom. But that was like all I could like afford. My checks were like $1,000. And I was going to school. When I was working one day, I was just thinking to myself, like, I can definitely do more. Like, I'm better than this job, honestly. And I worked there for like maybe 8 months until I felt like I was like, okay, yeah, I need to switch things up. I was struggling. I barely had money to live. I could barely afford groceries after paying rent. I was living paycheck to paycheck, college student. So I had a lot. I didn't even have a car, so I was taking the bus and walking and scootering. I'm not even kidding. It was definitely a grind. And then I was like, one day I was just tired of it. I was like, fuck this. I want to be more comfortable. I need to do something else instead of this job. And then I was like, well, I did modeling when I was younger. I always got compliments in the drive-thru, like, hey, why don't you be a model and and all this. And I just got fed up with it. I was like, yeah, I need to do something else. So I looked online to see if I can get some modeling gigs. And I got some gigs from a modeling website, but it was only for like catering companies and stuff. So I was like modeling, being a little waitress.
Oh my God! Wow!
And those were like not paying enough. So like that got old. I kept looking at the website and I was like, I'm trying to make serious dough and I'm comfortable with my body. I am Scorpio, so I'm very passionate in, like my own sexuality. I've modeled before. People tell me all the time, I should do something about my image. So I'm like, what? Fuck it. So after those catering modeling things didn't like satisfy me, I was like, let me just risk it a little bit. Let me just risk it for the biscuit and see how I like it.
What do you mean by that?
I emailed this one ad back and I was like, hey, I'm looking into like new modeling, So I did a couple modeling gigs in the more explicit world, I guess. And I loved it. I am not even kidding me. I'm not even kidding. I got paid $1,000 my first shoot. I was at the end of it. I was like, oh my God. Like it took me a couple hours to like make $1,000. That's already my rent. And then some. I really fell in love with that. yeah, that got me hooked for sure. After feeling that out, I was like, let me turn it up a notch. Fuck it. So I actually did a couple porn videos. It was cool, but I didn't want to be famous for that. And I knew I was going to be famous as fuck if I pursued that way. But I was only doing it to pay my bills fast and to have extra money to live and have fun and travel and see my family whenever. That's the main reason why I was just doing it. I wasn't doing it to get famous. I did a few videos. I started, learning more about that game. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I only get paid once and you guys get paid off of like the residual views. So they're getting paid millions of dollars off of me and I'm only getting paid like maybe $2,000 if you're a hot girl. So I didn't like that. I eventually felt like I was getting exploited and taken advantage of, and I hated that. And then I met somebody along the way, and that was a huge blessing. Huge blessing. I started OnlyFans, never looked back. Unfortunately, I got into it with somebody who didn't have pure, genuine intentions, and it's crazy. I worked for a whole year to build my OnlyFans page. I became financially free. And it was amazing. I was working on my future, planning everything, even for my family. We got it up to make $1 million that year. And if we would have continued, today, it probably would have been, I would have at least had $6 million in the bank.
God, please, no! No!
For sure. Unfortunately, after a year, the marketer that I had, he wasn't dotting his I's and crossing his T's. Or what is it, right? Is that the word, the saying? Ultimately, he was the demise of my page. I woke up one day, couldn't log in. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, the page is shut down. What the hell happened? Like, what did you do? I emailed OnlyFans to say, like, what happened? Like, why did you shut my page down? They emailed back saying, you breached the terms of conditions. And what it was, it's like not like a no toleration thing. You get like one warning or something, and then the next one, you're done.
You're done. You're done.
Like, they don't give a and I was like, I was begging them to not shut my page down. Like, I'll fix the cancer. And, they're like, you're responsible for your own page. If you have anybody on your page, you're responsible. We can't do anything about it. I'm like, what was it that made it shut down, though? Like, I don't get it. And they sent me examples of screenshots that said, one of them was like, oh, unlock my underage high school video bundle.
What?
Yeah, and I'm like, how could you freaking do this? Like, I'm not even kidding you. It took me down a depressional state for I'm still not over it. To this day, 4 years later, I'm still not over it. I'm still bitter about it. Anyways, once my page got shut down, I was like, well, fuck. Mind you, I had to restart everything, from zero. I didn't have anything. Yeah, I don't know how to talk about this. So yeah, because my page got shut down, I had to start from zero. And along the way, I met a guy that I fell in love with, and we decided to work together on our futures. So, we were going to get to the top together. Went all in with him, and we were building our lives together, putting everything in the same pot, literally everything together. What's his is mine, and what's mine is his type shit. And on the way, he gets lost in the sauce. I have to take a pause because I don't want to get emotional, and I feel like my cycle's coming, so I feel like I'm a little more emotional. Respect and loyalty is everything in the game. Well, on my end, it was more hurtful for me to stay. But anyways, right now I'm single and just focusing on my future, but I have a lot of work to do to get to where I want to be, and I'm not going to stop until I'm there. And I know I'm going to get there because I've been there before. I just learned a lesson. I went through a lot those 4 years too. I wasn't perfect, but I was also going through a lot, and I was also being a solid ass bitch. I lost my page. That was very detrimental to me. I had to pick up a whole new trade and learn that, which would be dancing. I lost my mom. I lost my brother. I was going to work every night, basically. So that's freaking exhausting. Yeah, I had to let go of somebody that I love, and all that work I put in for the past 4 years, it went out the window, which is like so. I like to keep my mind busy and all my energy into myself to secure my future. After having an OnlyFans account, I wasn't about to go to have a regular 9 to 5. Like, that's not an option. I'm not about to slave away and have no social life and be broke and work for the man. It's different. I can't have a corporate job like that. I like my freedom. I like the fast money. If I had a regular 9 to 5, I wouldn't have anything I have right now. Just the flexibility, everything. So yeah, I'm still a dancer, but I plan on retiring the club this year. Just being on OF. That's my biggest goal for my happiness, my fortune, really. Yeah, that's where I'm at today. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it besides make something out of it. All right, next question. Why did I become a dancer? I kind of just told you that. I became a dancer because my OnlyFans page shut down and I had to learn a new trade to replace that in the meantime while I'm trying to grow another one. But it's hard by yourself. So I stopped doing OnlyFans for a few years and now I'm back in it with the right people. So yeah, and I wasn't about to go to a 9 to 5, like I said. Next, am I single? Yes. I'm single. Am I looking for love? No. No, sorry, bad. Nope, I'm not looking for love. I'm not ready for love. My spirit was so hurt from having to let this situation go. I'm in a healing process right now. But that doesn't mean I'm not open to it in the future. Like, once I'm ready and once I get to where I want to be, I will be ready again and I will put my pheromones out. The universe knows what I like. So I know she has something cooking. I just, I have to get to where I want to be mentally and physically and financially for me to be open for another relationship. Because once I am at the spot I want to be in, I feel like I will attract who I want as well.
I am the one.
And the level of standard that I'm used to. So until then, I'm chilling. Next. What's your greatest accomplishment? Always staying true to who I am, never giving up on anything, always standing up for what's right. Having a big heart. Character is very important, and I'm very proud that I've never folded on my character and who I am and let other outside forces change me. Yeah. Next question. Am I bisexual? Am I bi?
Wait for it. Here it comes.
I mean, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not bi at all. I will be, if it makes sense. But yeah, I'm just not attracted to women like that romantically. Where am I from? I'm from Portland, Oregon. I'm definitely a West Coast girly. I love it. I would never move back there though because the weather is super shitty. Yeah, I'm from Portland, Oregon. P-Town, Portlandia. Nationality? What's my nationality? I'm actually Swedish. Both of my parents are Swedes, but I'm super American at AF. I don't know anything about my culture, but that's where my features come from. Yeah, I'm Swedish, but I don't really know anything about my culture because when I was born, I got adopted by a lovely family that, man, they're all I've ever known since birth. Love them to freaking death. Would do anything for them. They're freaking saints, honestly. But yeah, I got adopted when I was born to a biracial couple. So my dad is black and my mom is white. I have 6 siblings. I grew up with 4 of them though. So 5 kids in total plus my parent. I have so much respect for the culture and understanding. I wouldn't change it for the world. I had a great childhood, amazing childhood. Moving on. Favorite childhood memory? Me and my sister, we would always go hang out with this one girl down the street, and we were playing. We were playing like this merry-go-round tag type game we made up. We would have to climb a tree and jump off and try and see if we can catch each other and like tag them. So it'd be like this merry-go-round of like tag. You would have to scoot across a branch to jump off, right? You'd have to climb the tree, scoot over and jump off, and you'd have to try and catch the next person in front of you. So as I was hopping off of one, I was wearing a skirt, okay? And I jump off, but I don't jump off. I get caught on a little snaggle branch. It gets snugged, and I'm literally there hanging with my skirt, like holding me up, dangling on this branch. I'm not even kidding you. Like, here's the branch, and I'm like, help! They're just busted up laughing. They're like, it takes them for, like, I'm laughing too. They eventually get me down. Oh my God, that was a core memory. I don't know. It was just so funny. You had to be there. It was so funny. Okay, yeah. I just had a few more juicy questions that I didn't touch on. Favorite childhood memory? Probably my sister. We had bunk beds. We shared a room, and I was on the top. She was on the bottom. And I don't know why she did this. She just wanted to try something out, or we were just having fun and like roughhousing. But she puts her feet on the bottom of my mattress. Picture we're in bunk beds, and she has her feet like where the bottom of the mattress is. There's boards, but she has her feet in between. So it's just on like the mattress part. And she was like giving me a little roller coaster ride or something. I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Nice.
And then she goes, boom. She like kicks so hard. I literally fly off the edge of the bunk bed and land on the floor. And I'm like, oh my, why'd you do that for? And she was fucking laughing. I was scared. So I was scared. It scared me. I was like, I can't believe I went flying like that. And it was like so funny too. So that's probably my core ones. And then what else? Ass up, face down. Damn! And we don't really need to talk much more about that one. Is anal off the table or just for your husband? Honestly, I wish I could unlock that, but it just hurts too much. Like, I don't get how bitches do anal. Like, it hurts too much for me. I don't even know if that's for my future husband, because if I can't even unlock that, no, it's not even for him at all. But I want to unlock and like feel that pleasure, but like I'm just not there yet. It's not for everybody sometimes. I think that's it. Yeah. I thought you guys were going to ask a lot more questions than that, but yeah, that's just a skim over of things about me. But I'm glad you guys were listening, and thank you so much for watching. We can definitely do more videos like this. It could be juicier or whatever. That's all I have for you. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'll definitely be back soon.
Should I really even start? I got hoes that I'm keeping in the dark. I got my niggas across the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead, thought my raps wasn't facts.